Alright guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. We are going forward with Pokemon Violet. It was like, about to say Scarlet. Which is the one do I have? Oh, it's Violet. Also, actually, just starting off the video right here, right now. I've started to notice in the stats that 90% of people that watch my videos are new, and only about 1%, around there, 1 or 2% watch that are subscribed. So please, everybody, click that notification bell next to the subscribe button. So as soon as I upload a video, you'll get a notification and you can watch all my videos. Please and thank you. Would help so much. We've got 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. Each of you guys watch my video if you like it. It would be an honor, honestly. And yeah, plus you guys can always tell me what you want, or if you like or don't like, and we can communicate more. Thank you. Alright, let's go, baby. Pokemon Violet. We're trying to find Giacomo, just so that I'm trying to figure out my way to go, and looking at the level cap so I don't end up facing Pokemon and Titans and gym leaders at the wrong level and being thoroughly slapped, because this is a Nuzlocke after all. If it wasn't, it would be therapeutic, and it'd be a lot less pressure and everything. Yeah, but that's like also one of the qualms I have about Pokemon Violet and Scarlet for that matter, because it's open world, right? So open world wise, you would think that you can go to any enemy at any time, any boss, all that, and they would scale with your level overall, right? With the level of your Pokemon and the players, everything, like that's how they would level up alongside that. So you can face Brassius before you face the bug gym leader, or face the other team star bases, and not have Giacomo to be one of the first ones that you go through. And same for the Titans, but that's not the case. So it's like, yeah, it's open world and it's like you're exploring everything and you can go anywhere and everywhere. Not exactly, there's a specific line for you to go, and but I'm glad you can put your own goals of where you want to go to, and then you go from there. Give and take. Hopefully, maybe judging from this, they'll be like, okay, maybe this is something we can improve upon in the next series of games and stuff, just to kind of keep it in that noggin, right? If you want open world, that's how they work. And yeah, but I also understand that it would be kind of difficult in another way to implement it when it comes to the level of the Pokemon that you encounter, because there does obviously need to be specific areas where you do have weaker Pokemon, and then it just scales up alongside with how much more you explore. So it wouldn't be able to easily coincide with that. So I can understand that, it makes sense. But yeah. But obviously we can't just use that as a way to that you don't need to improve. No, there's a lot of stuff they need to improve. And also they have, in my opinion, they've improved a lot on certain stuff. One thing that I really like about Pokemon Violet and Scarlet is the textures on the Pokemon. Like lizards look more lizardy, other Pokemon look like they have more fur. They have these, I mean, you can tell just by looking at the Hestia right there, that it has details on it and stuff like that, and I really like that. Like looking rough, having skin, like it just looks a lot. I almost forgot there what was I wanted to say, so I just ended up babbling. Oh my god, it glared at us. No not the paralysis. Of course Hestia couldn't move because of the paralysis, man. Always ends to happen. Poison tail. What? Well, he can't poison me at least, so that's good. So go for it then, Sparts. Try to poison. The Jiggly got up to with getting a double hit attack. Tandem Mouse with the ability to run away. I wish they had Technician or Skill Link. Skill Link would be epic. I mean, seriously, that one. Come on, Mousehold should have Skill Link. It's ridiculous. I mean, Tandem Mouse. Mousehold is the evolution of Tandem Mouse. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my Pokemon safe, so I don't have And we face the Skittle, we see him, and I'm we're freaking out which way I'm supposed to go, which is the right path, which one isn't, while getting the items on the way too. It was really freaking me out so much when I was trying to figure out which is the right way to go and everything. It's not that easy, honestly, because I don't know how topography works. And if you don't know what topography is the science of making maps out of geological places and stuff like that. It's like, you have a map that tells you which highway to go to when you're like driving and all that, and which way you need to go. Well, there are also topography maps, which maybe you've seen in like textbooks and stuff, like how an area would look like, how would a rainforest would look like, right? You would have the water and you would have all these things about like which part lower and higher. I never got actually a good score on that in my zoology class. Topography, I was terrible at it, but I still remember it to this day, at least what it is. Or somewhat what it is. I'm probably not knowledgeable about it, but with that sense, now that I look back, so the bigger and wider portions that have like these areas on top of it, I think there are more hills, but I just wasn't using my open mind when I was playing this. So now like I finally found Giacomo, and I'm just trying to fly to a closer area to him rather than just zoom in along and trying to find something like a chicken without a head. And that portion I edited out. Or not edited it out, I removed it. Like, I don't think it would have been fun to see me going around in circles again and again rather than just getting to the point. But yeah, this one, when it comes to open world, yeah, this one is more about like this area, I guess, is more about like the less tough Pokemon, because trust me, I've faced the more tough ones and gotten knocked out plenty of times. Took on a Gyarados in the water, whatever, so like, where I thought like I could cheat the game and cross the water in order to get to the next objective. The other also thing that's weird about it is that sometimes on the map, like an area looks like super small, but it ends up being very long. And then on other cases, an area looks big, but like it's super close by. It's just strange. It's strange. And the Pokemon flee when they see that for too high of level. But yeah, those are my criticisms. Ooh, I got myself a gimme gold coin. Gimme for gold dango. And the other thing that I want to talk about is Skiddo and Go-Goat. So basically, after all these years and finally looking at their models, they're basically a combination of goat and motorcycles. Straight up. Skiddo's antlers look like how you would hold on to a motorbike. That's Skiddo right there, if you guys don't know. The green goat that has one of the worst. Does it have one of the worst typings of like normal grass? Or is it just simply grass type? No. Thankfully, it's just grass type. It's not freaking dealing with grass and normal type. So many flipping, weaknesses just by adding on a freaking normal type. Even though normal only has one weakness, but it gives like, it doesn't give much benefit to help with grass. And if it was just pure grass, stuff would have worked out a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, you live and you learn, right? I mean, we definitely do, but it seems like the Pokemon company doesn't. They just don't. I'm just like trying to find the Pokemon Center as fast as possible. Don't have to use more of my assets. Like every time I say assets, all I can remember is from like My Hero Academia, and then like the official subtitles of the Japanese version where like the big gigantic lady superhero is like and sets, like straight up like putting her like it's such a weird thing. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can like look it up, saying look up My Hero Academia and then like Mount Lady. Now even with that name sounds so freaking sexualized. They knew what they were doing with that, man. Like the translators were more horny than the actual mangaka, which a lot of mangaka is like the comic book artist and author, not Arthur. Come on, this ain't PBS. Okay, we have a very, very big, huge difference in classmates, and here is Enrique, who has somehow managed to not graduate from Violet and Scarlet. How sad. Well, with just a Pineco, he will be easy pickings. Incinerate that thing to the wild lands. Oh, sturdy. And now it's gonna take itself out. Damn it, but Rico. Pineco, you're not smart whatsoever, unfortunately. Up and up and up. And like, I've noticed like some Pokemon get like experience so slow. I know that's a mechanic, but it shows like it's supposed to be that way. But I'm usually like probably too lazy to figure that out. To see which one is gonna level up slower and faster. I mean, you don't really have to worry about that anymore because of the experience share, and whichever Pokemon you fight, like everyone gets experience at the same time. makes some things easier, other things harder. Like keeping track of your Pokemon's levels when it comes to Nuzlocking. And there was an item there, and I did not pick it up. And for some reason, I am running around without riding a motorcycle, aka Maridon. The future of motorcycles. The future of motorcycles, right? Motorcycles and Pokemon. I wonder what else they're gonna like. How is the next generation gonna look like? I think it's gonna be like generation 10 or something. That's how far we've come. Oh my god, crazy. Ooh, a Rockruff. Cute. I always loved this Pokemon, man. But I feel like probably it's gonna get knocked out by Incinerate, or I won't be able to catch it. Because if I had remembered it, I would. No, I didn't catch it. Man, that sucks. I think probably because I had already gotten an encounter in this area, so that's something. Got some rock from Rockruff. Another trainer to battle. Hippie. Hello, Hippie. Uh-oh. All the Mankeys are coming now. His smile seems so awkward. It's the eyebrows that do it. Hey, yo, give me that Eevee. Like, this game actually kind of makes Eevee look a lot more like such a combination of a rabbit, a dog, and a cat. Now it is gone. But if I find it, I will have it no matter what. I would even break the rules just to have an Eevee on my team. Now the thing about Eevee, if people don't know, is that like it evolves into so many different types of Pokemon. So you can use it in whichever way possible, which gives me an idea of like after I complete Scarlet that I do another Nuzlocke, but with only Eevees or something like that. But it takes flipping forever to get through the game anyways. But I think you can skip the scenes, so that also helps. Am I getting myself an Annihilate? Yes, I am. Welcome in, Mankey. You won my heart. Female Mankey. I really didn't know what to name this thing, honestly. I was like, what's a good monkey pig combination name? And I just went with something simple. Eva from Total Drama. The buffed gym lady that scares everyone and starts to get funnier over her, despite being a side character, like being pretty funny throughout the entirety of Total Drama. As they became confused, it might not be able to hit, but I believe in it. Yes, I do. Thank you for always managing to do what you can, Hestia. So glad I went with Fuecoco. The other ones are pretty good too, but I think just like Fuecoco's got it. He's a ghost fire type. Like, you can't go wrong with that. And like y'all need bulk. Y'all need bulk and early on, really. Because the other twos are like one hit run and done, basically. That's what they are. Now this the bulky one, usually I don't. It's strange. I think in almost like every one of the games, I always seem to somehow get the bulky starter. I do, don't I? Like for Gen 1, it was always like a choice between Blastoise and Venusaur. Usually Blastoise, and then the second generation, yeah, usually Meganium. But I started to fall in love with Typhlosion after realizing how OP he is and how powered Meganium is. And then Gen 3, yeah, I love the little chick, right? Turning into a fighting chicken. Best choice out of all of them, right? Fourth generation, Empoleon, bulky, and cool. The turtle looks freaking epic. I like Torterra, but just not my style to have 4 times weakness to ice. And having a like water steel type is such an epic combination. While we almost glitched through the floor. Beautiful game, right? No issues whatsoever. Totally quality tested, not just thrown in and without any idea on how it should work and why it should work the way that it does. Yep, you know, none of those criticisms. They were all addressed. It was all perfect right from the beginning. Definitely. Thank you. Pokemon Game Freak. One day they shall learn to keep their constituents and customers happy. One day. Maybe not today, but one day. Hopefully. Otherwise it's gonna die out, trust me. Yeah. So going from there, I always seem to babble on about different things. Where was I? Going down the hill. Talking about Fuecoco. Yeah. We were speaking about the different Pokemon I've used and them almost always being bulky. Yeah, 4th gen, Napoleon, right? 5th gen would be, it was always the toss between Superior and Samurott, but like I think the bulkier one is probably Samurott or something, or maybe I'm wrong, but like I love water types, so I went them instead mostly. Like they tried to make Pignite bulky, but like such a weird combination to try to make it bulky with. Yo, you should have definitely went the different typing top combination if you wanted a bulky fire type, especially a starter. And then 6th generation, X and Y, I don't remember it much, man. That's just how much out of my head that game was. It was like, oh man, it was a weird time when that game came out. Like, I don't know, who did I manage to put? Like Fennekin, or they were all looking cool though. Chespin, Fennekin, all of them, but I don't remember which starter I had. Probably went with Froakie. So like for the first time, didn't have a bulky one, had a speedy one probably. Never really completed X and Y actually, or I didn't. But I guess never on video. And then what's after that? What's the generation after that? Sun and Moon. That one is the actual one that I never finished. I never finished Sun and Moon. Nope. But my choice was always like Primarina is like pretty bulky too. So and like also having that epic type combination of water fairy type. Yeah. Primo is a GOAT. And then what's the generation after that? Galar. So Sword and Shield. So with the Sword and Shield, also another game I never managed to complete. What was my first choice on the first playthrough? See, this is how unrememberable these games are. Like, can't remember these new ones. I can remember ones that are like freaking years and decades ago, but not one that came out a couple years ago. But yeah, Sword and Shield put a little pressure on my brain to try to remember who did I pick. Different. Sable. I went with Sabo, so Italian. So yeah, for the once didn't go 2 generations in a row where I didn't go with the bulky one. Went with the speedy, fast attacker. And then now here we are to Pokemon Violet. Oof. Okay. And yeah, we finally went into a bulky type and went with a fire type, which I almost never go for. And yeah, got a unique one, definitely. Nice for them to, have a spice of Latin America and Mexico alongside Spain, because you can't have Spain without, the colonized. You can't have the colonized without the colonizer. So it's nice that they put that in there. Same within Sword and Shield, where they had a lot of like main South Asian characters. And in this one, especially to like impressions and what's that word? Like, I'd be like an honoring. Yes. Honoring Dia de los Muertos, los Dia de los Muertos, where that's basically Scaladurge's whole line, and it's theming crocodile that's like ghost and fire and everything, so it goes with that. So really like the reference there. And then Clavel also trying to act like some like he don't know what we know that he is Clavel. One day we will have a Pokemon game that is voice over. One day, we'll reach the heights that every other game is setting the bar for, and not constantly going below the bar. I know I'm playing and I'm just criticizing it beyond belief, but come on, it's like the first things that come to my mind. Like sometimes you just gotta do it. I gotta kiss ass. It's a lot of the time, and gotta be confident in my choices a lot of the other times. No one wins over the other. It all depends on the product. I don't F with products that aren't good enough. For me specifically. I always want to try stuff out myself, even if I'm like warned that, you know, this thing isn't great, or this game isn't great, or this product isn't great. No, I have to kind of like test it myself. And I'm like one of those persons who is so particular when it comes to ordering stuff. Like, I have to check reviews like no tomorrow. I'll buy a $40 thing over a $20 thing if it has like thousands and millions more views and better reviews than the one that is less expensive. Ooh, look how cool, back onto Pokemon, look how freaking cool and amazing Murkrow's eyes look in the night. This is what I mean about like Pokemon design being at their peak in this generation. You know, where I was criticizing it so much, but that has to be on that criticism is on, like, you know, developing. When it comes to character creation though, the art and this animation and that, like, these are hype, these are epic. That Murkrow definitely looks like a crow, and that his eyes are like shining at nighttime. And same with like Crocolore, you know, this guy, my Pokemon, like, he is shining, right? That ember of his is shining on the top of his head at nighttime. So it's actually pretty cool that, like, you know, it finally came to nighttime. Well, I come to this type of base because they all use mostly dark types, and how are you gonna make dark types not look cool if you have the battle at night? It's beautiful. Ooh, you don't want to challenge us, man? That's too bad. But I shall take you all down without any mercy whatsoever. Oh, Cassiopeia, you think we don't know who you actually are? Man. No, this, like, I actually appreciate where, like, they try to do something similar to this in X and Y, with you having such a huge group of friends, but with them, they all felt gimmicky and really didn't seem like they added anything to the main story. They never seemed to be, like, pushed out to be like they would, but they never did. However, in this one, like, you have Cassiopeia, which, well, she's not your friend, but your acquaintance at least, and constantly you talk with them and interact with them, and it does have an effect on the gameplay. Same thing with Nemona, and I'm glad with Nemona it isn't like this super thing. It's like, you know, oh, it's my rival and everything. Yeah, she's way older on one thing, experienced on another thing, and in that way makes her a good guide. Whereas, like, before, you would have other rivals and stuff that aren't the best type of guides, you know, not guiding through the game. You have your rival, your everything. Kind of like wish we could go back to douchey rivals, but they kind of went with that, you know. With Nemona, it's like, don't put too much focus on her. Like, if you want douchey rivals, then you can have the rough, what is his name, man? I'm forgetting name. Like, Professor Turo's son. Can't believe I'm blanking on his name right now. But the one that gives you, like, you know, the Titan quest for his dog to get better. Oh man, that's so beautiful. It's so sweet. Like, he's pretty rough around the edges and is like mean to Miraidon and Koraidon for like no reason whatsoever. But you can kind of see throughout, you know, guy has issues. And now we're gonna be testing out a new mechanic that has been added to Pokemon, so yeah. And actually a pretty cool gimmick, to be honest. But I'm like, okay, if I'm going near there, Crocolore is gonna go by itself, right? To the Pokemon and stuff? Nah, not exactly. But let's see how many we managed to beat. Zorwa's everywhere, okay? And don't they look freaking epic at nighttime, right? There she goes. Still be attacking everyone and defeating everyone. Awesome. 3 out of 30. Let's see how fast this goes. But, you know, I have to, like, rest each and every Pokemon. And before you enter this thing, you have to pick between 3 Pokemon that you want to send out specifically in these battles. and that's how it works. And these ones were the best options because against dark types, Jigglypuff, that she's not gonna be tough for a little while, but Jigglypuff tends to do very good too. But then they also have, you know, these Sandiles where Skiploom becomes very useful because it's weak to Skiploom is grass and Sandiles are ground and they're weak to grass. And Hestia is just a beast overall. So 10, 20 more to go. Bunch of Zoruas. Bonnie will get rid of them as fast as possible due to critical hitting. And it is magnificent. 3, 4. It's nice. You know, you can just send out your Pokemon like this and let them do all the dirty work rather than having to go through multiple different battles and stuff. So it becomes fast and easy. I was about to say fat, then I caught myself and I said fast. But damn, those chicks is like, their legs are thick. Their legs are thick. They must do a lot of cardio. I sound like such a creep. I'm sorry about that. The first thing that came to mind and I said it now. And they're just like, I love their animations though. Like when they throw out their Pokemon and then they get all sad when they get defeated. It's like, cool. And luckily, Ghost and Dark aren't the combination it used to be. You can definitely easily counter them with Fairy types, which is great. And now we have Poniard, which is gonna be a little harder to take down, but no. My Pokemon are not leaving any scraps. They are not leaving any scraps behind. And yeah, we have the timer and the amount of Pokemon that we have to defeat in the specific time given. I'm glad, even if they go up to you, that it doesn't initiate a one where you actually have to pick the moves and physically defeat it and all that. No, we need 2 more, and we have a couple Sandiles to easily get rid of, thanks to Bonnie and Satyr, Skiploom, and Jigglypuff. And we're done, baby, and with 7 minutes to spare. We're very good at this. And here he is, the man of the hour, Giacomo, and the Pokemon of Insanity, Revaroom, a poison steel type. You've done a real number as part of Crazy. I'm Giacomo, nice to meet you. Oh, don't worry, let's get this party started. Is that how he would sound like? He seems like he would sound a lot more Brooklyn than whatever voice I gave him. Brooklyn. Basically a New Yorker. The edginess. Easy counters to everything. Crocolore. Declaring war on Team Star is real bad. We shall see. He's not wrong though. Watch what happens. I was like, is he gonna throw another Pokeball? Easy extinction of the Pawnee. Alright, next. What you got next for me, Giacomo? Oh, Revaroom. The temple with the show ain't over yet. How is that possible? And why isn't that a function for Revaroom in VGC? In competitive? Why can't we have stuff like this? Most people don't use it because of the 4 times weakness to ground types. Because Steel is weak to ground and Poison is weak to ground. So cool typing, cool idea and all. It's always the execution. It's good. It's good. Okay. Just because it doesn't have a niche and competitive doesn't mean it's a bad Pokemon. If that was the case, like 90% of all Pokemon would be bad. Because only the top percentage are supposed to be OP. But that's also nice in that way too. That like everyone with their own experiences can find a way to make their favorite Pokemon useful. So I really appreciate that, you know. And unlike Mega Evolution, my translation terrestrialization won't go away just yet. Revaroom, metal sound. Oh no, what will I do? Time to stun it and leech it. I think the thing that happens is that Satyr probably ends up missing a lot of stuff. See? It missed. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Wait, what? Like, you can't status the dang mobile? Ooh, nice data. And lead to nice black. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Sagan Starmobile. Sagan? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Come on. Give them low kicks. And resist them dark attacks. I mean, I think, like, Revaroom would have been better as a Nah, never mind. I was gonna say Steel Dark, but that's already okay. I get what they were going for, okay. And I forgot he's a part poison, and I end up sending out Jigglypuff. Oh boy. But at least it resists the Snarl. The special attack rock doesn't help. And because I can't put it to sleep, let's do some voiceovers. Disarming voices. It's gonna be resisted. Bonnie should be fun. Woo. It just sounds so weird and crazy. Such a strange sound for an attack, though. But makes sense. Berries, I guess. Woo. And here I think I end up taking a risk of not switching, or do I switch? Or do I get rid of Familia? Man, the vibe, man. I didn't take a notice of the music. Yeah, so that's straight up like rocking music, man, up in here. How did I not, like, get that? Like, yeah. And I was like, you know, I got a baby doll eyes. Like, it has priority and everything, and there's nothing else that it can do. So, bye-bye, Familia. You're great and competitive, but you aren't really gonna help me throughout this game. Alright. So, we bring back Hestia, or we bring back Bonnie? We bring back Satyr to be discarded. Alright. Time for them bullets of seeds. Oh, never mind. It's arrived. I don't even know my own Pokemon. But again, to the music. Yes. Yeah. And it's only gonna hit it 2 times. I knew it. 10. Are we gonna change yet? Oh, another one for the sacrifice. My load-ache. Wicked Torque, and the fish survives. Oh my goodness. Is it gonna survive another attack? Nope. It's fried. It's fried. It's fried fish now. Okay. Boss 1 and 2 losses. That is fine. I mean, like, seriously, Magikarp was taking forever to level up. Here I was like, oh, I swear if Hestia gets knocked out. And, woo, after that long animation, it's down and out. Finally. Yo, give me back my hairstyle, Giacomo. Alright. And now we decrystallize. Yeah. Hey, how did it automatically just turn from night to day? Oh, year passed away. Oh, no, never mind. A year ago. And his recruitment to Team Star. I'm pretty cool character designs. And interesting. That's going to be good for them bulky Pokemons that can't do a lot of damage themselves, but use the attack stat of the opponent in the calculation of the damage. Waited on a power. How close friend of mine. It was the longest boss in all. Top champion, call him the big boss. This big boss is yours now. What would it be like? The teachers keep pressing us. Aw. The big boss did ditch us. Greatest treasure. Aw, that's so sweet. Turned out to be a pretty swell guy. Pretty good guy. As Hilo Klein says about Uave Galant. So glad I never made Sims of Ethan Klein and Hilo. So reward. More TMs to be used. This was actually, honestly, I think this was the most fun boss battle I have had in a Pokemon game. It was cool. And a big challenge. Yeah, I do know, of course. Come on, man. It's super obvious. But I'm glad to reveal it early on. We're not being like led by the finger and being found as very stupid for not realizing the obvious. So cute. Back. And where are we going next? I think from here I'm probably gonna like get to the Pokemon Center as fast as possible. TMs, and then I think I had to.
Yo, YG Games, everything we on the rise. No slow moves, I strategize. Game is on, I don't back down. Speed so high, I run this town.